Let's hope I don't lose another GoPro. So I guess a bit of backstory. Last time I used my new to me GoPro, I ended up losing it in the ocean. So hoping that doesn't happen this time. So not going to any beaches, but yeah, we're off to a trip, going to fly to Barcelona. So stay tuned. Never been on one of these Dreamliners. Made it to Barcelona. Now we're just waiting for the train. Time to sweat. Well, we got into Barcelona and had lunch. I'll just post some pictures right here. But we had a very, very nice server who spoke English, thankfully. So that was really helpful. Waiting for the train to go to Madrid. There's a line. But we already have tickets in the side seating, so it's not too bad. My train. We're in Madrid. Just took the earload train from Barcelona. Kind of like, I guess, Spain's version of the bullet train. Correction, they call it the high-speed train here. I think we're doing close to 300k. And you can't see it, but there's the city center and stuff in the background. So time to go to our Airbnb. Skoda. You don't get that. What the heck?
It's like Bo, but
yeah,
baby.
That's weird. Skoda. It's part of the Volkswagen group, but we don't get it. Train station. That's a museum, apparently. He always walks faster than me. It's like the skinniest kidwalker I've ever seen. Heroes. These random one-way streets. Almost there. After just resting up in the Airbnb a bit, we're out grabbing some groceries. It's interesting, or I kind of knew this I guess, but the supermarkets here, like this one for example, is open from 9 to 11. And then looks like on Sundays it's 10 to 11. And then there's another one literally right next to it. So this is called Lidl, and that one's called it starts with a C, I don't even remember now. But that one's 24 hours. Yeah, interesting how things move here. And here's a diesel Mazda. Little sprayers. Where's this place called? Whoa.
The main place, the plaza.
The main plaza. Looks pretty cool. First full day in Spain. Tree. Trees. And a fountain in the middle of the street.
Neptune. Fortuna de Neptune.
This is the Prado that we're going to. I don't know if it's later today, but later on this trip. Got church in the background.
Saint of lost items.
El Tiro Park?
El Retiro.
El Retiro.
Retiro.
The retired park. So I don't know shit about Spain.
Evidently.
But so we're going to the Crystal Palace.
He requested cafe au lait the other day.
Yeah. I think I'm in France apparently. It's the Rose Garden at El Retiro. Really like their fountains here. And the roses. Roses everywhere.
More than two.
There's a lot of duckies. And trees. You go inside?
I don't know. The Crystal Palace.
Interesting trees. The Crystal Palace. Fortunately, there was nothing inside, so we couldn't even go in, but that's okay. Be trying to take selfies. Palacio de Velázquez. Doesn't look open. Look pretty close. There's this lake in the middle of the park where you can rent rowboats and burn in the sun. No thanks. This is at one end of that lake. Looks like they're doing some restoration to it, but pretty wild. So we're done at the park. Now we're walking through bougie shopping areas, but going to the market to get some food. So we just had lunch at Casa Dani in the Spain market. Apparently this is the Golden Mile with bougie stores. And we're going to the book museum. The big rock. Probably not just the rock. And a gigantic flag. looks very flat because it's not super windy. It was blowing a lot better. Wow. So we actually didn't even go to the book museum because we went to the wrong building. But it's like National Archaeology Museum? Or History Museum, something like that. But went to a free exhibit about the Grand Canary Islands. Well, V really just wanted to use the washroom. But it was pretty interesting. Very clean.
Thumbs up.
Oh, V saying that for the washroom. So that thing that looked like a seed earlier is actually a head. And now we're going to the book museum. This is on the other side of the building that we were at. This is now the National Book Museum. It even says it. Or, gee, here it just says National Library. Probably doesn't come across camera, but on the ceiling, it's all just like little details. And then this is the director of the National Library. V's impression is not as low, but their art is under restoration, so there's just a picture of it. Yeah, V thought it was the actual arch. Psych! That fountain is what we came for, but you can't even get to it. But it's weird, they have these fountains in major traffic circles.
They look very beautiful.
They look very nice.
Very beautiful.
Casa de America. Say what you're saying?
That's Tim Hortons? That's Tim Hortons.
Where?
Right there.
Huh.
Hortons.
We found a piece of Canada. Yeah, this place looks bougie. There's a giant Rolex building. After a siesta, heading out for dinner. Longer siesta than planned. La Tambrin de la Laudo. How badly did I butcher that? La Tabren de la Lado. Apparently my pronunciation is not great. So I went to, yeah, kind of like a bar? Bistro? Okay. Yeah, Tapa's place. Pretty close to our Airbnb. Really good. Yeah, I mean it. Not even. But it's a store called Ale Hop. So there's children's stuff on this wall. And then penis molds, furry handcuffs, ring for sex. Interesting. Puerta de la Sol? Puerta de Sol. It's where we are. Yeah, that is kind of cool. Sure. Coverings are pretty cool. It's a giant thermometer. General. Oh, the store. It says it's like 32, aka hot. The Museum of Ramon. All the meats. Just had a quick snack at Casa Labra, which has been in operation since 1860. But yeah, they're known for their
fried cod
and cod croquettes. Both very delicious. Chips. So we were just at another churro place, but we back. And we have these big guys called porras, but they're huge. Just as good. Great way to burn your mouth. if you're me. Oh, I thought you can take little bites. Day 3, technically second full day. And we're gonna go grab some lunch after sleeping, because I couldn't sleep until later at like 5 in the morning. Another hot day. Apparently there's a heat wave going on in Spain. Hottest recorded temperature was 60 degrees.
Oh, it's so crispy.
Inland. Thankfully not that hot here, but still pretty hot at 37.
Holy slowly.
That's awesome. Okay, probably can't see it. Just finished lunch at Casa Tony. Just had some vegetarian tapas. But
Agua de Cristo.
yeah, with agua de Cristo, which is just tap water. Nothing fancy.
Our Goya and
We're in the Prado and V's clearly excited. She's a lover of the Renaissance art. Me, not so much. But I'll read.
You want a snack, John?
No. Just finished up at the Prado Museum. Couldn't film in there because you're not allowed to, or take photos. But V snuck in photos.
So did you.
I didn't know, to be honest.
Neither did I.
No, V was told, and she kept sneaking in photos. But yeah, so now we're gonna go grab a
Calamari fried calamari.
early dinner snack. Yeah, fried calamari sandwich. Picked up some nutty nougat from this sweets place that's been since 1775. You have to go though because it's really busy inside. So we're gonna go look at these pigeons fighting for calamari. Heading out to dinner. Still a toasty 35. Welcome to the end of the world, says that sign. Cars just parked in the middle of the street with their hazards on, and they're not even here. Is it day 4? Right? Day 4? I think so. And then third full day in Spain. We're going to the Mercado San Miguel? Yeah, which is apparently a really bougie market. So we're going just to check it out, not to buy anything. Yeah. Today is actually cooler, which is nice. High of just only 33 degrees. But it's actually, yeah, quite cooler this morning, which was nice. All the food here looks amazing, but is priced pretty high. That's why they call it a tourist trap. Does look good though. Can't blame people for eating it. We're at a cafe right now, and they have kind of like espresso, just dedicated taps I've never seen before. Pretty interesting. Now we're at the Royal Palace. Statue of Philip IV, I think was what it said. We're gonna check out around here, the gardens, etc. Doesn't compare to Versailles, so no interest in going inside.
Unless you want to.
Sorry, bougie woman. Haven't been to France. Oh look, there's Bumblebee. What an interesting sight to see at the Royal Palace.
Oh, maybe this is why it led us.
Ah, the main entrance. Ooh.
Wow, it looks quite pretty actually.
Oh, this is a cathedral? I guess that's the front of the Royal Palace. The line up to get in. Screw that. It's a cathedral right in front. So one interesting thing is there's these tuk-tuks like everywhere, but they're like kind of like touristy tuk-tuks, so you almost have a guide that'll tell you like where you're going to next. But it's interesting that this is a common thing in Spain. So they're doing a change of the guards. Probably can't even see anything because my GoPro is too wide. That was weird. Camera's freaking out.
Is this Sabatino?
Yeah. It's everything that's connected to the palace.
That was not naming off of it.
Well, I think the entrance of it is very French. Now we're at the Palace Gardens. Another version, I guess. We were just up there, and now we're down here. Yeah, this looks much more lush, a lot more trees, etc. All these roped off sections. I guess you can't actually. Oh, we can walk down further there. Lawnmower. Do not step on the glass. It's like a old little shack. We didn't get tickets inside the palace, but we already have tour of the palace, these blocks in the palace garden. Don't think this one is the palace. And now we're at the rose garden of the royal palace gardens. Again, probably looks beautiful in the spring right now because it's so hot. Not the greatest. Probably normally water here. Look at that frog croaking so hard. It's cathedral. Heading back towards Plaza Mayor. Going to see a church that you don't have to pay to get into.
Maybe €1.
What?
Maybe €1.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm out. Damn Catholics and charging. Back at the calamari sandwich place. So, shove it into those buns. We're actually gonna go here, right next door, but they're closed. So my dumbass only booked our Airbnb until today, but we're actually leaving for Barcelona tomorrow. So we had to do a last minute Airbnb booking. Thankfully, we booked a place pretty close to the train station, so it'll be good for leaving tomorrow. But yeah, so we're relocating there now. Last minute packing. I typically kind of like to do a little review of our Airbnb or hotel whenever we're traveling on Instagram, but that obviously didn't happen because we had to peace out pretty quickly because there was someone checking in literally this afternoon. So we're on our way to the new place now. So we had churros close to our new Airbnb.
Chocolat.
Called Chocolat Madrid. Pretty solid second place. Decent churros. A little on the salty side though, which was a little bit different than all the other places, but the chocolate sauce is pretty decent. Flavor pretty similar to Sanguine's, but consistency a little thin, but not quite as thin as Chocolatier 1902. That shit was too thin. And yeah, this one's cheaper as well. It's $4.40 compared to $5.50. Yeah, for staying in. It's a little bit more expensive staying in. Now we're gonna just head to a church before we meet up with Beatrice and her partner Brock again. And look, there's apparently children playing. I don't see any children or houses that look like that or cars. Lies. So there's like a little nodding person and this dog's losing it. It's for like the time, I think, but 6:30.
On the dot.
Kind of cute. Last night in Madrid, of course, had to stop by Chocolateria Sanguines again for more churros con chocolates.
Here you go. We need to give them that tip.
What tip?
Go to the next state.
Yes.
You know, watch it be different. And we just don't know.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is, so there's this one main building, but if you literally go across the alley, there's the same store
The guy said it
that
was
is
the
just
same
not
exact
busy.
time.
So we've just been going there since our first night. But yeah, maybe they're different. Maybe they're
I
not.
hope not.
Hope not. I think they're...
Employees said.
Yeah, the employees are the exact same. They run back and forth between both restaurants. So there's a hot tip. You want to skip the line? Go there. Or there might be a line, but it'll be a lot shorter. Unfortunately, due to our Airbnb debacle, we are a 22-minute walk back home instead of what would be 10?
Yeah,
It was 7-10 minutes before. That's okay, we'll get some steps in. Yeah, so our new Airbnb, as you can see, very big sidewalks, relatively large roads and way more traffic. So it feels like a completely different city. Dee was saying, like Montreal. So we woke up this morning wondering why it was so loud. And there's like a fucking marathon. Like people usually aren't up this early in Spain. So I think this is day 5 in Spain. And our 4th. Maybe this isn't even our full day. Because this is our last day in Madrid. So we just checked out of our second Airbnb. And just gonna go drop off our luggage at the station. It's pretty handy. These little Renault Twizzys that are single-seater cars. Trippy. Walking on a main street in Madrid. Free of traffic. We don't know if this is a usual thing or because they were doing the run earlier today. Still don't know if the run was a marathon or not because it finished pretty early and none of the people looked like they did marathons. So we're back near the Prado. There's this botanical garden next door. We were just walking towards El Tiro just because we have some time to kill before our train. It's actually quite a nice little square. So we're at the botanical garden because we have a few hours to kill before lunch places open. This place is pretty big. And this building used to be heated with manure by decomposition. It's not anymore, thankfully. Funky looking plants. These guys are carnivores, eat insects. Now we're on the second floor of the greenhouses. It goes from desert to more humid environments. Separates the humidity. Ugh. Gotta keep these tropical guys moist. Big trees. Splendid specimen is the highest tree in the Royal Botanical Garden. That's it?
We're not even in there.
Oh, it's a water wheel. So this draws water from the well. Or used to. Can't really see it, but it's under here. And there's a bunch of little bonsai trees. Ooh, is that a little bamboo? Look like it. Cool. Pinus brutia from the Mediterranean.
Pinus brutia.
And a bunch of palm trees in different areas.
Korea. That's it.
There's all these little pots. Maybe they're planting things. Starting them off. Some giant lilies. I don't like these nubs. They always stay in our house. Yeah, this stuff just all dead. Like a horror movie according to V. Or some Tim Burton shit. Now we're in the final flower section. A bit more vibrant. Not this particular section I'm looking at. I think the heat of the summer, probably not the best time. Still pretty cool. Colors on these guys are pretty crazy. Focus! Focus! Too close. Jalapenos, some habaneros. Are there any more spicy peppers? Like ghost peppers? California Reapers? I think not. Just finished up at the Royal Botanic Garden. Now we're just gonna head over to grab some lunch at a tapas place before we have to go pick up our luggage and head over to the train station. Yeah, going to Barcelona today for the second leg of our trip. We just had lunch at Il Sur de Moran, which apparently there's multiple locations because we were going to go to another one that happened to be the exact same one on the way. So we're going to pick up our luggage now and then head over to the train station. Maybe a cafe for V before we catch the train. And looks like my GoPro battery might need to be changed. Woo! Last couple hours in Madrid. So bags now in hand. We're still actually decently early. Our train leaves at 3:25 and we have to be there around 30 minutes before. So we have about an hour to kill. So we're at a cafe pretty close by. He's getting a little bit more of a caffeine fix. And then we'll probably just slowly head over to the station. But yeah, if you ever need to put your bags away, I'm sure it's common in other cities, but the bag storage locker was pretty convenient. And for us, the cheapest option was store your luggage, store your bag. Yeah, there's a few other places. They all like require like either online booking or you can pay there, but most of them always take credit card. So we're at Madrid. Atocha train station. Just waiting for our train to Barcelona. Do you want to just go in there and see if we can find a place to sit? Chill here until our train is available. It's too early to even know what platform it's at. It's like a little garden inside the station. Atocha station. Heading up to the first platform for our train. We don't know which platform it's actually coming yet, but you know which floor it's on, so. Whew. Getting on our high-speed train. This station here looks really cool. Just so many trains. But I've never been to train stations, so maybe this is all train stations.